The fight for decent pay is a fight for the future of our young people. It's about investing in our young people. It's about saying our young people deserve to have fully qualified members of staff in front of them. Our young people deserve to have support staff in enough numbers to meet their needs. In the last few years, we've gone from food banks in schools for our families to food banks in schools for our staff. This is not just us, this is right across all of the services that we are reliant on. Without our commitment, without our resilience, without the hours that we put in, we cannot continue to prop up a system that's not working for our kids and our communities. We need the government to understand that they are not going to starve us out of this. They are not going to force our hand, that we are the people that work with young people every day, and we are the people that will defend them and defend their right to a free and inclusive and creative and enjoyable and exciting curriculum which they deserve. So thank you, everybody.
None of us want to be out on strike. We want to be in schools teaching our children, doing the job that we love. But we cannot do that under the current conditions. Things have just got too bad and gone too far. And we all know what the reasons are. The recruitment and retention crisis, the crisis in funding, the lack of staff, the lack of high qualified staff, the narrow curriculum. And we can see this, even our students are becoming absolutely desperate in terms of how bad their education system is. We see this with the explosions of youth discontent in schools across the country. And it's got to the point now where people are just so angry, and as the previous speaker said, we have had enough.
This is not action against our schools. This is not happening to affect our youth, the youth that we care so dearly about, and we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't about them. This is a call to our government to say this is now for you to fix. You are the government. You are the reason we're striking. You are accountable. We deserve better, and that, dear government, is on you. Proud of you, fellow educators.
This is a protest against the funding formula, against uncompetitive pay, against poor working conditions that are absolutely crippling education and worsening the experiences and the life chances of the young people that we teach. And a funding formula is reducing the number of teachers joining the profession. It is forcing experienced teachers to leave en masse. It's reducing the ability of schools to hire teaching assistants. We all know how important they are. And admin staff. And this is all causing significant long-term damage to education. Now, strikes will cause 4 days of disruption to school. But if we do nothing about it, if we just continue to take it lying down, if we just continue to be talked at and maligned in the press without really taking significant action against all these things, it will get worse, not for 4 days, it will get worse for decades if we do nothing else about it. Now, another criticism will say that, you know, if you don't like it, go and do something else. And I'll say to those people, yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. Yep, that's exactly right. I mean, if we think about it, 44% of teachers plan to leave the profession within the next 5 years. A third leave within 5 years, a quarter leave within 1 year. Now, if decades worth of education policy isn't reversed, then this is just going to continue, and nobody will suffer for that more than the students that we teach.
I represent communities. I'm sick and tired of people calling it disadvantaged areas. We are not disadvantaged. We just don't have the same access to services as everybody else. We fight harder. Over the 10 years, I have seen CAM services disappeared. I have seen Sure Start disappeared. I have seen all those community sports, public libraries. That in itself should be a crime. Public libraries disappearing. And ultimately, now we are told that food banks should be accepted on the norm. I'm sorry, that should not be accepted as normal.
I've been teaching for 25 years and never have I felt the energy in our movement as I do now. And that tells me something about how strongly people feel about the way things are in education at the moment.
Because all of us together is the only way that we'll affect a change. There is power in a union, and together we won't let them get their way. He said it's your turn now, go out and make a round. When you sing, make sure it's from the heart, so people know they're not alone. It could be down to us when all is said and done, 'cause everybody needs a song to sing to match the feeling in their bones. Whoa. Well, I've heard people say I'm wrong, putting politics to song, but I know we can change the world when our collective voice is heard. If only one life at a time, I'll watch your back, you watch mine, and they might think us naive, but in the end you've gotta be what you believe. So grab your flags and grab your banners, raise them high. Make your hand into a fist and point it to the sky. Because all of us together is the only way that we'll affect a change. There is power in a union, and together we won't let them get their way. No, not today. Thank you very much.